afternoon. I'd like to call to order a special meeting of the Board of Public Works on February 5th, 2021. Roll call.
Del Gomez.
Present.
William Allen.
Present.
Lena Guzman.
Present.
Okay, we have no minutes, no correspondence. We'll move on to new business. We have first item on our agenda is certifications and assurances. This is from Bus Transit. According to Mr. Frank Rizzardo, our transit director, he explained this is part of their annual certification and assurances. It's something they do every year. The certifications in this subcategory appear as part of the applicant's registration or annual registration renewal in the system for award management and on the Office of Management and Budget Standard Form 424B. The fiscal year 2021 certifications and assurances for FTA assistance programs. Here as the applicant certifies the applicable provisions of the categories as selected. For our city, we have 10 of the categories out of 21. According to Mr. Rizzardo, the categories are certification assurances required for the applicant. Number 2, public transportation agency safety plans. 3, tax liability and felony convictions. 4, lobbying by private sector protections. 6, transit asset management plan. 7, loan stock by American Review and bus testing. 8, urbanization area formula grant programs. And then grant for buses and bus facilities, low and no emission vehicle deployment grant programs. And the final one, alcohol and controlled substance testings. These are the federal fiscal year 2021 FTA certifications and assurances that the Chicago Transit is submitting. Are there any questions or comments?
None.
None.
There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to accept the certification and assurances for FTA with the Chicago Bus Transit.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Del Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Lena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we have from the law department, from LexisNexis. This agreement is for LexisNexis website that allows the law department to do online legal research, including cases and statutes. It is for 3 users and is billed on a monthly basis. And we have 3 users and it is $255 per user. Are there any questions or comments on this proposal?
No.
No.
Being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the LexisNexis legal research renewal for 2021 for the law department.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Del Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Lena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we have the Federal Protection Agency. We have 2 proposals. We have one for the heating and cooling shelters, battery that is needed. The terms are $17.94 per hour per agent. And I believe this is for the MLK Rec Center. I believe that's our cooling and heating center for this year. And this provides security. Any questions or comments on this proposal?
Just on, I think it's, let me see what page this is. I think on the second page, section, all terms and conditions of this agreement shall be in full effect. Just the 90-day advance written notice, I think the norm is 30 days. Is that something that we need to be concerned of?
That may be a question we might have to make the motion that I believe the fire department is over the shelter because the fire department is in charge of emergency management, and they're the ones that are over the heating and cooling shelters. So that refers to 90-day, what's that section refer to?
Says, should either party choose to cancel services, a 90-day advance written notice must be sent.
I don't know.
I think it's fine. I mean, we've been using these guys for years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we have them in 6 other locations, don't we?
Yeah.
And
And
this,
I thought that normally law department adds, I don't know if it's an addendum or, I'm not sure if that's,
I'll check, what I'll do,
standard
I'll check
agreement
with,
for the
we'll
standard
check with
language.
Ms. Morgan when she comes in, and if she
Okay.
doesn't, we'll check with her after. And if we have to, we'll make
I
an
say subject
addendum.
to review.
Well, we can make an addendum to it at the next meeting.
Okay,
And our next meeting is next week, so we can make an addendum right then.
Okay.
So we'll make a note to talk to Ms. Morgan about that 90-day pause. Any other questions or comments?
Yeah.
There be no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve Federal Protection Agency LLC's proposal for the heating and cooling shelter for the year 2021. And motion to approve.
So moved.
second,
Roll call?
Al Gomez,
Yes.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
yes.
Okay, next we have also a Federal Protection Agency Security Services Agreement, and this is for the Health Department. And the terms are for 50 to 60 hours per week. Same rate, $17.94 per hour. This is for lobby control agents. And this will be at our Chicago Health Department at 100 West Chicago Avenue. Are there any questions or comments on this proposal?
No.
No.
We could ask Carla the same question pertaining to the 90 days. Will there be no further questions or comments? Entertain a motion to approve Federal Protection Agency's Security Services Agreement with the Chicago Health Department for 50, 60 hours per week at $17.94.
So moved.
Second,
Roll call?
Al Gomez,
Yes.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
yes.
Okay, next we have Independent Gateway Business Systems, Comica Copier Maintenance Agreement. It's got IT and Engineering Department. We have a customer service agreement, and we have the Comica Minolta copier, one for engineering and one for IT. The copiers are $7,154.04 each. There is a trade-in of 200, which would bring the price down to $6,954.04 for each. And with each, there's a customer service maintenance agreement. Are there any questions or comments on the printer orders or the customer service maintenance agreement?
No.
Any further questions or comments? Entertain a motion to approve the purchase order for IT department and for engineering for the Comica Minolta Buzz Hub C650I, number AA7N011, for the amount of $6,954.04 each, and the accompanying customer service maintenance agreement for each.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
And next we have change order number 8. This is for improvements to Block Stadium Phase 4 revised, for bid package number 5, electrical. Contractor is Midwest Thermal Electric. The contract sum will be increased by this change order amount of $9,700. And the reason for the change order is to supply and install additional touch screen in the press box for lighting controls. Phase 4 revised. Are there any questions or comments on this proposal from Public Works?
No.
No.
If there are no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve change order number 8 for improvements to Block Stadium Phase 4 in the amount of $9,700.
So move.
Second.
Hmm?
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next, we have the MnDOT project coordination contract for Indianapolis Boulevard from
My
McShane
apologies.
to Michigan. That's okay.
Did it start?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll just pass these down.
From McShane to Michigan. And this is from Engineering Department.
This is renewing our contract since the previous expired. And this is basically to ensure that we keep the money that they're providing for this job on Indianapolis Boulevard for McShane, Michigan, which is around $5 million. So it's a formality. We've been doing this every year.
Is this a grant?
Not really a grant, but just a program where they are applying money to a project of our choosing
Okay.
within their own guidelines. hopefully.
I was looking at attachment A where it said federal aid funds made available to the LPA by NDOT will be used to pay 80% of other project costs.
Mhm.
That's what the one that fills a grant. Okay. Any other questions or comments?
No.
If you no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve the Indiana Department of Transportation local public agency project coordination contract.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we have Midwest Electric, Chicago Avenue pole replacements. The proposal, total job cost is for $50,152.50. This is to supply and install
Numerous, to replace some light poles and numerous fixtures on Chicago Avenue.
Okay. Okay, any questions or comments on Midwestern Electric's proposal?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'll make a motion to approve Midwestern Electric proposal for Chicago Avenue pole replacements in the amount of $50,152.50.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
This is the interlocal and this is the resolution. All right, next we come to the 2021 facade. We have the City of East Chicago Board of Public Works resolution of East Chicago Board of Public Works regarding interlocal cooperation agreement between the city, the EDC, and the Board of Public Works regarding the facade grant program for the year 2021. We have the resolution, and we have the interlocal agreement between the City of East Chicago Board of Public Works and the East Chicago Economic Development Commission regarding the city-funded facade grant program.
Mr. Gomez, would you like me and the city planner to summarize?
Just any enlightening would help.
Okay. Well, I'll start. We can both go. Okay. Well, so this program has been in existence since 2013, and it was tweaked a bit in 2014. So the latest resolutions that the City Council passed were Resolution 14-0003 and 14-0004. One is for the North Harbor, which has an 80-20 match and is funded by $150,000 and Boardworks gaming funds from the LDA line item, and the rest of the city is funded by $100,000 from the same fund, and that for that it's a 50-50 match with the grant. So the way it works is that the city planner advises the EDC on applications that he receives for the facade grant program. It allows for improvements of $25,000 and such things as facades, windows, tuck pointing, other things that are to the outside of buildings, commercial buildings. Now, buildings are defined, commercial buildings are defined as anything that's commercial on the first floor. It's okay if it's residential on the second floor, but the point is to improve commercial buildings throughout the city. So once the city planner accepts the applications, he makes recommendations to the EDC board, the Economic Development Commission board, on whether projects should be funded. The business owner or building owner is obligated to get the requisite number of estimates. We pick the lowest responsive bidder. The board picks the lowest responsive bidder. And then I believe they have 60 days from approval to complete the project unless it's extended by the board, if the board gives them more time to complete it. There are some changes to the program, some tweaks, I should say, that are reflected in a governmental agreement this year, which is that the projects have to be zoned appropriate for their location. So if they want to propose a project that will require a variance of any kind that's not eligible for the grant, we want things that fit our design standards for each area of town. Applications must be complete before they're submitted to the EDC board, and there's a prohibition on change order. So if a building owner or business owner wants to expand their project, they can do that on their own dime. The board won't entertain change orders. There's been requests for that in the past, and it kind of creates some confusion. So that's going to be prohibited. And then we put a finer point on who's eligible with regard to chain businesses and franchise businesses. If a business is part of a national or regional chain, there's presumption that they're getting some kind of marketing money to improve their location. And so this program is designed for local business owners to improve their properties, not say, and I don't want to pick on anybody, but not say for McDonald's, they have more than enough money to keep their building up to code. It's designed for folks who we want to make local investments and local businesses, not just supplement, businesses that are getting, hundreds of thousands of dollars from their national parent company. So, again, this just renews the program. The program has been going for years. There's been hundreds of thousands of dollars in benefit to our local business owners. The success of our commercial areas is improving, and we'd like for this board to approve the resolution and the contract so the program can be funded for this year. And again, the key part to the funding is $150,000 for North Harbor and $100,000 for the rest of town. So are there questions?
So before us, we have the Board of Works resolution, we have the City of Chicago Economic Development Commission resolution, and the interlocal agreement.
Right, and so we're asking you to approve the resolution
And
and the attached interlocal agreement. And the other documents that are included are the council resolution from 2014 that created the program and enabled us to do this interlocal agreement.
once we take our action, then the EDC will take.
The EDC has already
Oh,
approved
they already
their
have?
resolution, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so once you do that, then that interlocal agreement, which is basically a contract, will be executed and the program can be funded.
Are there any questions or comments of Ms. Morgan or Mr. Collins?
No.
Okay, there being no further questions or comments, or entertain a motion to approve the City of Chicago Board of Public Works Resolution number 2021, I believe 62. The accompanying interlocal agreement between the City of Chicago Board of Public Works and the Chicago Economic Development Commission regarding the city-funded facade grant program. And as Ms. Morgan said, we have the City of Chicago Economic Development Commission resolution concerning the facade program also, which matches ours, I believe.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay.